Hey everyone, I wanted to make a quick video about safety for Facebook Marketplace because I just saw in the news that they killed a dad and his daughter when they went to meet up a guy that was selling a PS5. And it's crazy. It's crazy. There's really no way to prevent all accidents, all tragedies, but at least I'm going to try and give you a few tips so that you do it in a safe way, okay? Here are some that almost look legit. For example, this PlayStation, 600 bucks. Here's how you can tell whether you were trusted or not. End of line. He's got no name, no profile picture. Sometimes they have profile pictures that are not their face, like a dog, a flower, or them wearing sunglasses and a hat, or those masks that cover like your eyes or your face. Or if you can't see who the person is, don't trust it, period. Another telltale, no stars. Normal sellers, let me click on anyone. Normal sellers have, this guy hasn't sold anything before. If you've sold more than once, you usually have stars under your name. Like this guy. This guy has sold 7 items and he's got 5 stars. So totally trustable. Everyone's left him a good review. And if you just started selling, ask the person that does your first sale to please leave you a good star review. But here's another telltale. If you want to click on their profile, click on seller details, view profile. No cover page, no photos, no nothing, no friends, if they have no friends. Even private pages sometimes will tell you the number of friends. This guy has absolutely nothing, is definitely a scammer, okay? So look at their posts, if they have friends, if they have family. Another telltale, the date they joined. If they joined in between 2020, even 2019, and now, probably came in during the Biden administration. We had an influx of criminals, and a lot of them figured out Facebook Marketplace is an easy way to meet people with cash in their pocket. Now, it's a little bit more dangerous if you're a buyer than if you're a seller. Because if you're selling something, it's not likely that a criminal is going to come to your house where you could be armed, where you could have cameras, where, your neighbors could be watching. So it's usually if you're the buyer that it's more dangerous. So if you're going to buy something from somebody, check all these things that I'm showing you. Date joined, pictures, name of the profile. Look at this one. She's selling a MacBook Pro. And don't go by the photos. The photos can be legit because they're stolen. Okay, they're pictures from somebody else. But look, Fiona, 2 first names, joined 2020, 4 listings, no stars. I don't trust it. Stereotyping saves lives. You see a guy with a bunch of tattoos on his face, nose rings, anything sketchy, don't go. If he looks like a gangster, don't go. Look at these murders that have happened. Like recently, pregnant woman murdered during Marketplace. I remember that one. She was selling a car. Usually they're selling expensive things because they want you to show up with cash. Man killed trying to buy a car. This one, a teen killed sitting in the car during a Facebook meetup. Some people think that meeting at a public place is safer. It is not. Oh, meet at a police station. Nobody's gonna do that. And what if you're selling or buying a couch or something that just doesn't fit in a car? You're going to end up meeting at their house or they're going to meet at your house, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that as long as you take precautions. I went to meet up a guy that was selling a bicycle to a public place. First time I did that because I thought it was weird. But since I was the buyer that time, I was like, okay, I'll go to the public place. And once I got there, what happened? He saw my husband get out of the car and he jetted. He disappeared. He actually sent me a text saying, you're at the wrong place, even though he gave me an address, not a landmark or a name. He gave me an actual address where I showed up, and then he asked me for a picture of my car, and I just sent a picture of the side of the car, and I said, this is where I'm at. They were trying to identify me, right? And he's like, you're a scammer. You're trying to steal the bike from yourself. It was so weird. He automatically turned on me, and I knew that they were either traffickers or kidnappers or criminals. I could be dead if I didn't go with my husband. So be very careful. Also, if you go to meet somebody and you're a girl, take a man with you that's armed. If you know a guy that's not armed, then take 2 men. Okay, just take more than one guy if you can. or at least your husband or your neighbor or somebody. If you're a girl and you're selling female products, if you're the seller, and you have men asking you to buy it, don't sell it to them. Okay? It's not worth the risk. I was selling shoes, sandals, and you guys have no idea how many creeps messaged me about how nice my feet were. There's a lot of weirdos out there, and I didn't give any of them my address. I had a couple creeps saying, "Oh, it's for my girlfriend," and you know what? If you're buying your girlfriend used shoes, I'm not gonna sell them to you. Like, stop being a cheap ass, get her new shoes. Girls, you can buy used shoes. I just trust girls if I'm selling girl stuff. Same with dresses. If I'm selling a dress and I'm wearing the dress, I can tell. I check their profiles and they have like no pictures and they're weird and they're like, "I want to go get that one dress," and I'm like, "No, I'm not giving you my address." Don't give your address out until you give them a landmark and they tell you, "Yeah, that's kind of close, I'm gonna go." And then after you've checked their profile and they seem normal, then give your address. And then make sure your husband is home or somebody's home. If you live alone, get a weapon. Just take precautions and analyze their profile like a detective. That's all.